Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon, where I'll be talking about the movies, shows, or what have you, I guess. So I just figured I'll just do something in regards of princess movies, I guess. Which honestly, I don't mean that in a condescending way, making a mocking anybody. I actually don't mind talking about these movies. I really don't. So, with the doors open, pun intended, with the possibility of Frozen 3, and let's just say a certain individual is pretty damn pissed off. Yes, him. I'm referring to this article I came across. I'll be talking about two articles actually. Do a combo here. First one is this one here, folks. He predicts that a gay Frozen sequel will spark Disney's downfall. Like, what are you talking about? That in itself is going to destroy the company. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense. And mind you, this is the type of individual to make some really stupid remarks. Okay, that was a stupid remark, yes. I'm referring to other stupid remarks because I saw for a brief moment is that he claimed that feminism ruined the concept of women. Like, dude, you don't really don't care about women. You really don't care about them. You just want to control them. Because, case in point,
Calling people liars without evidence that they're lying. It doesn't mean mocking them, obviously, God forbid. It doesn't mean doing any of those things. You know, I've throughout the Christine Blasey Ford thing, I keep saying over and over and over, I'm not calling her a liar. I'm not mocking her. I don't know if she's lying. I don't know if she's telling the truth. I don't know if she's misremembering. I don't know any of that stuff. All I know is that due process requires such and such to happen. Now, the real answer in the end to a lot of what's happening, and here's the really unpopular part with the left. The left destroyed traditional mores with regard to relations between the sexes, destroyed them wholesale. So the original idea was that men were supposed to act with honor and chivalry in protecting women, and women were supposed to look for example, relationships just as men were.
and then, of course, he's going to take a jab at trans people. I remember, I'm pretty sure a lot of you remember that Ellen Page had his sex change to be a man, which is fine, but he took that, bent over it, took it as if it was a stab towards men's health somehow.
An entire piece about the magic of being Elliot Page, again, one of the great heroes of our time, and the star of movies like Juno, where amazingly, a man in a woman's body played a woman who was pregnant, but now we have to go back in time and pretend that Elliot Page was the star of Juno. Anyway, Elliot Page has opened up about how gender dysphoria used to affect his body image and how he is so much happier since undergoing top surgery. The Umbrella Academy star, who publicly came out as a transgender man in 2020 after being a lesbian woman and then gender non-binary, and now has made the full transition over to man, apparently, because this is how manhood happens. And the typical process of puberty is
Okay, feeling much better about his body and top surgery. That's the idea, jackass. This individual just wants to be happy. What's the harm? How is this affecting men's mental health? This is a contradiction anyway. You're affecting men's health by doing this bullshit. End of story. That's simple. Why are you making it so complicated? Oh boy. Anyway, like we're saying, yeah, he thinks Frozen 3 is going to ruin the company just by having a lesbian in it. What makes you think that's going to happen? And then another article, the second one, he assumed there's going to be a Frozen 4, a fourth Frozen film. They didn't announce that. But both of these articles are just arguing the same thing. Because apparently doing this, yeah, with concern with Frozen 3 and 4, that they're going to make Elsa a lesbian. And if they do, by the way, this is going to somehow end the company, end Disney as a company. He's going to predict it. This will just somehow destroy the company as a whole. Like, what are you talking about? And of course, as usual, he puts up the argument of,
Won't somebody please think of the children?
yeah, he's acting as if that the company is obsessed with kids. You realize that the target audience for this are young folk. You realize that, right? But he means it. I know before anyone says it. I know he means it in a creepy, odd way. But what does that got to do with being a lesbian? What does this got to do with Frozen 1, 2, or 3, or even 4? What made him think that there's going to be a fourth movie? What's going on exactly? How is any of this relevant to anything? I don't know. Why just don't watch it? Literally, if you don't want to watch it, don't. Nobody's making you watch it. But yeah, it just doesn't make any sense that if they do that, according to him, it would destroy the company, like thoroughly destroy it. And I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever at all. And but the thing is that he really wants to make this an assumption that this is going to happen, and he claims that this is sad. It's a sad stage in the cultural war where men aren't supposed, or men are acting a certain way or whatever. I mean, okay, the thing is that this is not the 1950s anymore. Okay, things of course will evolve, and it should. For better or for worse, it does happen. But yeah, folks, it and yes, he's getting mad at the fact that men will watch like Toy Story movies, like Toy Story 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And by the way, I know I mentioned this already in one of my previous videos. They did announce a Toy Story, a fifth one. And yeah, he's actually complaining about the fact that men are buying dolls. Yeah, he's complaining about what do you really getting mad over this stuff? He's getting mad at men watching Toy Story movies and buying princess dolls. He's really mad about that. What? Oh my god. This makes him extremely insecure. Really, that bothers you? If let's say if so, yeah, the guy who played in the Terminator movies, Schwarzenegger, or Jackie Chan, or Jet Li, if any or any other guys like tough guy, or the other guy who played Rambo, who if any of them bought a Disney dolly, I don't care. I genuinely don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Why does that matter? Yeah, I'll admit that I have a little dolly here. Okay, it's a pretty big doll, but you get my drift here. Yeah, I got it. Whoop de do. So what? Matter of fact, it was all pink and everything, looking all pretty. I even have a frozen blankie. Yeah, I admit it. What is this? Communist China? I can buy whatever I want. Last time I checked, this was capitalism. I can sell it. I can trade it for something else, like store credit, or maybe trade for another good for with a stranger if I feel like it, with equal value. And yeah, equal to or more value, I guess, to be more specific here. Uh, I can do that if I want to. If I want to get a few more of these and live on the bench somewhere, like at a park, I can do that if I feel like it because it belongs to me. Okay, for argument's sake, let's say I know a neighbor somewhere that has some food, but the value of said food is the same value of that doll I just showed you, and I traded for that food. Well, I can do that if I want to, if you both agree on that. I don't know. Said neighbor had done some sort of barbecue maybe in this hypothetical situation here. I don't know. I just traded for another good is what I'm getting at. And if I want to watch Frozen 3 and have Frozen 4 happen, it's what you call voting with your daughter. Yeah, I voted with my daughter for Frozen 2 to happen because the first Frozen film was really popular. Again, this is capitalism. How is this so hard to understand? And then then people like you and Ben over here act as if like the LGBT plus community are a bunch of dictators. Yet you're the one that's coming around dictating everybody. This doesn't. You're trying to take everybody's else rights away to do the things like I just said, or just simply just live a happy life. Christ, this is dumb. Rights. Trans people have rights. Women have rights. And so they do the LGBT plus community, and you're just trying to take it away from them because you feel uncomfortable. Give me a break. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Take care.